feelings, baby.
Hi my YouTube darlings, it's SimplyDJ. Today's video I'm going to be touching on my curly hair journey and how I got from this to this. If you can't already tell, my hair is straight. Normally on occasions I will straighten my hair maybe like once or twice in a year, and we'll just do it like if it's a birthday, a special event. And so my birthday's coming up. My birthday's actually tomorrow, but I straightened my hair for it. It was like a little birthday present thing. And my hair is this long, but don't get it twisted. My hair was not that long in the beginning of my curly hair journey. So stay tuned and watch. Some things in this video we will be discussing are the following: my entire curly hair journey / story, how I started growing my curly hair, and third, tips and tricks of what I learned during my journey. Let's just get into this. First things first, I really want to start around middle school in 6th grade. I was occasionally getting my hair straightened by this lady or my stylist, and when I didn't go, I would keep my hair curly or just keep it in a bun, because you know how your hair gets stiff after a while, straight for a long time. So I would just put it up a bun and put a headband on. Mind you, I never really knew how to do my curly hair. I never even really knew how to use a brush. My mom always did my curly hair. She used to do twists, braids, styles on occasions if we were going somewhere, things like that. Now in the summer, I would take a break. I would just put my hair up in a bun with another headband while it was curly, because straightening your hair all the time, especially in the summer, it just doesn't go good. And I wasn't going to school, so it didn't really matter. So I just put it up in a bun, put a headband on, and called it a day. It would also help my hair from growing, so that in the summer I would just keep it curly so that I can grow, and then so that when I went back to school it would be longer. Now we're in 7th grade. This was the new start for me. This is when I started figuring out my hair, the different curly hairstyles. I was really getting into it. I was still straightening my hair, but that was in the winter time, because in the summertime, can't do it. It's too humid. It's just too much. I was still straightening it in the winter time, but I was completely over it. I didn't want to do it anymore because it was so annoying. Straight hair, it's the idea of straight hair is cool, fun, good, but when you actually do it, it's just like, I'm good. I'm really good. I also was telling myself that I didn't want to be 18 still not knowing how to do my curly hair, because we have to learn our curly hair at one point. We can't just keep straining it just to think that it's going to go away, because then it's going to keep getting damaged. So that was a new start for me. That's when I started doing ponytails, slick backs, buns, anything that you could think of, I did it with my curly hair. This was just to get me comfortable with, using a brush, gel, and just doing different hairstyles with my curly hair, because I didn't know how to do it. I was watching YouTube videos. I was doing everything because I really, 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 really wanted to know how to do my hair, and I didn't want to be old and still not know how to do my curly hair. Now we're in the summer of 2019. So around this time, it was the summertime, I was still doing slick backs and stuff, but eventually I just didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't have a set thing to do, so I would beg my mom to do my hair, like something like twists, braids, something so that it would stay for a long time. So it was always tangled in a mess. I would occasionally do slick backs if I was going somewhere, but I needed to do more. I wanted to wear my hair out or something. After the summer would pretty much be the start of the new school year. And every school year, I would straighten my hair on the first day of school. So normally, when you get your hair straightened, you should really trim your ends. But I didn't do that when I straightened my hair for my first day of 8th grade. Long story short, let's just say it wasn't the stylist who was doing my hair. We had to come up with some last minute thing to get my ends trimmed. So we went to this other lady, not my same stylist, another random lady from Great Clips, and she cut my hair right to my ear. Sad. Now, I don't know if my hair was really that damaged or she just cut too much off because she didn't know what she was doing. But I honestly think it was really that damaged. I didn't really see how damaged it was, but I think I had a lot of splitting on the bottoms of my hair, and it just kept going up. So that was a new start for my hair. My hair was very short. It was right here to my ear, and mind you, when she cut it, my hair was straight, so it made it look longer. Imagine the shrinkage when I washed my hair. It was like, I don't even know how short it was, but I know it was very short. At times like those, I was trying to tell myself that I can't think of it as a bad thing, I have to think of it as a good thing. So I did. From there, it was just a new start. I was like, okay, from here, I'm gonna have to start washing my hair, doing everything that I can just to keep it growing. And kind of worked. Now in this segment, I'm going to show you how I started to grow my hair. Now after the big chop, my mom started showing me different ways to put my hair up to get it to grow, because obviously doing slick backs and putting it in buns is not going to help it growing. I need to actually do things to get it to grow, otherwise it's just going to break off, especially with the brush. So I found one style that I really wanted to try, which was twists. They seem very simple. They kind of are. They're not very hard, but there's a lot of steps to it. Here are some pictures of what it would look like. It's just a simple 2-strand twist. You would twist it at maybe like night or day, whatever time you want to twist it, and then in the morning you would take it out and it would be out. It would just be whatever, like poofy or something like that. I would do this at least every week, Sundays or Saturdays. And I would also wash my hair once a week. In order to do this, you will need the following: Eco Gel or Extreme Gel. I've noticed that Extreme Gel works better for my hair, but I think you should test both of them out because they both work really well. Cantu. I think Cantu works for some people's hair, not many. I have low porosity hair and it's perfect. Every other thing is just too moisturizing and it just won't work for my hair. So you gotta try it out, but I think Cantu is a great starting point. Now for my washing products. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't really have a set washing thing, but I'm gonna show you all of them. Shea Moisture, L'Oreal hair products, pretty much anyone is good as long as it doesn't have sulfate or parabens, it's fine. Tea Tree, it's a shampoo. It really strips all the oils from your hair, so that's only good for some people, but it really depends on what texture hair you have, because I know some people's hair traps oils in, some don't. It just really depends. To be honest with you, I don't really think it really matters what washing products you use for your hair as long as your hair is washed, because if you're not getting all those oils out of your hair, the gel out of your hair is not gonna grow. It's gonna stay the same and be caked up gel and stuff. So as long as it's washed and it doesn't have sulfate or parabens, you're good. Honestly, I'd say that this is the easiest routine, wash and go routine that you can ever do. I mean, the one that I'm doing right now is totally different to this because I started doing this last year in the beginning of November. I started doing this routine, but now I have a different routine. So I will be making another video on that soon in the future. So make sure to check that out when I post it. But yeah, I think this is a simple routine. Anybody can do it. So just try it. If you really want your hair to grow, try it. Trust me, it will work. All you gotta do is make sure that your hair is washed, part your hair from the bottom and then just keep going up. Put Cantu in it, comb it out with the Cantu so it's easier to comb out. Put gel. I normally put a good amount of gel in there because my hair, something with gel, it just gets it to curl a lot, and you'll notice that, at least for some people's hair. But I'd say a good amount of gel is perfecto. And then twist. If you don't know what I mean by twist, all I mean is 2 parts, 1, 2, 3. Now for straight hair, it's definitely not gonna stay because I need some type of lock in place, which is what the gel is for. The gel's supposed to lock it in so that it stays. It also gets me to another thing. Make sure that on the ends you're putting a lot of moisturizer on the ends so that they can grow, and then you have to twist the ends like this so that you get a good curl on the bottom. And then in the morning I would take them out. Now if they're still wet, I would suggest you to not take it out. Just go to school with twisting your hair. What are people gonna say? Nothing, because I did it. what they gonna say. But at the end of the video, I will give you some tips and tricks of what I've learned from that routine. So stay tuned. This hairstyle routine helped me so much grow my hair. I could just see the difference in all my pictures and everything. I know a lot of black people don't put their curly hair out. They just put it up in like a ponytail or whatever, like a slick back pretty much. And it really helps you get your hair out because it doesn't look poofy. It didn't look poofy for my hair. My hair is normally poofy. If you see it while it's wet, it's very poofy. But when you tame it, it actually stays pretty much down, just curly. So definitely suggest it. Now, you don't have to do this every single day. You could do slick backs. I just don't prefer you to do slick backs every day because the brush can be taking and breaking out your hair if you do it every day. It helps your hair stay moisturized and it's very pretty. Third segment of this video is where I tell you some tips and tricks of what I've learned during my journey. Okay, first I'm going to start off with the tips from the routine that I just showed you how to do and tips for that. Make sure to blow dry your hair once your twists are done. I know not many of you guys have blow dryers, which is okay. It's totally fine because my dad's house, I don't have a blow dryer. But at my mom's house, I do. So if you have a blow dryer, use it. Right once you're done with the twist, just blow dry it all over and in the back too, because the back be holding a lot of extra wetness, and the top for me. Blow dry, it will definitely help you so that in the morning you could just unravel the twists and go. But if you don't have a blow dryer, I would suggest you, instead of doing it on Sunday, make sure you do it on Saturday or a day like Friday. Friday or Saturday would be a better thing for you. Just make sure you do it in the beginning of the day so that your hair can dry faster. Or it could be in the summertime and your hair just dries quicker. Like if you do it in the beginning of the day and you're outside doing errands, running errands, your hair is going to be dry in hours. But if you do it on Sunday and you do it at nighttime, your hair is not going to dry. So I would suggest just to do it earlier in the day so that it dries faster. Because if your hair is wet and you take out the twist, it'll be very frizzy. Now, if your hair is still wet and you didn't take it out, just put it in a ponytail with the twists and go. Because it's not that big of a deal. At least you're saving your time and not wasting it. Because it's better to wait until the next day to take it out instead of taking it out that day because you don't want to wait. Wash your hair once a week. I say this because I don't think a lot of you know that you're not supposed to wash your hair every single day. Trust me, I had to learn that. I didn't even know that I had to wash my hair once a week. You can wash it other times, just don't wash it every day because we're not white. Use as much gel as you need. Trust me, I used a lot of gel. Like, I was going out of gel bottles within 2 weeks. Use as much as you need because it gets the curl, like it activates it, like it just curls it for me at least. If it doesn't curl it for you, I'm pretty sure there's multiple other products out there that you can find. It's just these products works for me. Stop, I'm telling you, stop using hair ties and start using scrunchies. Examples, this is a hair tie. Now there's many different ones, these are very thin, but the thicker ones, don't use these because these rip out your hair. And don't use these either. I know these are scrunchies, but these aren't hair scrunchies. These are just like cute scrunchies. Don't use these. Start using these. These are hair scrunchies. These are very, like, they're like satin. Also, use satin too. Use a satin hair scrunchie because they don't rip out your hair. Literally no hairs on here. They don't rip out your hair. It stops your hair from splitting. Stop straightening your hair. I know not a lot of people straighten their hair, but don't straighten your hair a lot. Like, that's the main reason it's probably damaged. So straighten your hair at least twice or once a year and you will see a difference. Another tip for growing your curly hair is figuring out what texture you have. You could do this by going on Google and typing in naturally curly quiz. There's multiple natural curly hair quizzes and they just ask you questions about your hair. Just some of them are simple, some of them are just extra, but do that because it will help you figure out at least somewhere around what texture hair you have. I know I have 4A hair. There's different scales. Everything like 1 to 2 is like straight hair. 3 is like you got curls but you don't have big poofy hair, and then 4 is where it gets to poofy. So do that because I know it helped me. They also tell you the products that you should use down below, and it's like they say, oh, well, this is your hair. Here's the products that you should use. Definitely check that out. Start trimming your hair. I know it's a pain because you don't want to trim your hair like all the time. But, you know, occasionally go to the hair salon and ask them to trim your ends because it will help you get a fresh start. If you're not trimming your hair ends occasionally, they could split up and keep going along your hair. And lastly, make sure to find products that work for you. I know I listed a whole bunch of products. This could help you get started on what you may think could work. Try it. But also look on YouTube and see what other people use for their curly hair products because they can work better than mine. So that's the end of the video. I hope you darlings enjoyed me taking you along with my curly hair journey. And I hope this helps you with your curly hair journey. Comment down below some of your tips that helped you with your curly hair journey. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!